It's going to be super important that you have your camera on, especially because my attention is now going to be not solely on you, but on everybody else. So please make sure you are doing everything you can to have that camera on, and we will go from there. Let's see, Sergio aquí. All right. So let me tell you what I just told them. First of all, hola, feliz, what is it? Martes, feliz martes. All right, again, I'm waiting for a second. Let's get some more cameras on. Joel, Karen, Morgan, Ava, Angel, Alyssa, Yasmin, unless there's a problem, let me know. Okay, Yasmin, thanks for letting me know. All righty, so let me show you what I want everybody to start on. If you are looking at your current lesson, here's what you are looking at. Before number one, I added in a quickie here. I want to give you 2 minutes to check this para estar en forma. This was an activity you did for me last week. It was worth 20 points. Some of you did great. Some of you did meh, and a few of you didn't do it. So nobody wants a 0 out of 20 in Skyward. It is in Skyward. So double check. And I thought I'd give you a second. I put a lot of corrections there for you on Friday afternoon, and maybe you didn't look at it over the weekend, which is fine. When I give you corrections, I want you to use them, and I want you to fix things, and I want you to understand your mistakes, and then I want you to return it in. All right, I will give you a few more points, and then I will know that you understand. Kylie. Sure, I did respond to you. Did you see that? Okay. Yeah, be happy to look at that with you. So let me give you 2 or 3 minutes. Please check out how you did. Please see if you can make it better. If you're all good, then check Skyward real quick. See where you're at on Skyward. Make sure you don't have any holes. Make sure you don't need anything clarified as to where it is. And then we'll go from there. All right. But I want to give you a second to double check. Look at my comments. There's no point in me making comments if you don't read them and try to understand them and correct them. Right. No worries, Alyssa. Thanks for letting me know. Tell Leah to keep trying. Okay, Angel, no hay problema. Okay, Morgan, thanks for checking in. All right, so I appreciate it if your camera's off for checking in. Thank you. I think Joel, if you can get yours on. And Alyssa, just FYI, we're gonna go through this quiz in a couple minutes, and I'm gonna have you leave the Zoom and then just come back after we talked about it, because I'm gonna need you to make that up for me. Okay, let's take un minuto más, and I'm happy to get any questions that you have. Keep them coming in the chat. Kylan, you're okay, Joel. You are first on my list. Do you want me to, like, is it something you can just ask me from here? Yes. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second here. If you would like, I do give you a kind of a little point recovery option. What am I sharing? Stop. Nope. This screen. Sorry. Okay. So I want you to click on your quiz. All right, I'll click on mine, but it's just the generic one. I want you to click on it. I want you to go through, see how you did and why. All right, if you did not do well, you will have another opportunity to retake this if you would like after school tomorrow. Those are my new office hours, Wednesday afternoon. And what I would do is average the scores together. Okay, that's how I let you earn some points back. So take a quick look. We had positive commands. I tried to help you with number one. Right? How do you make a positive to command? What form does it go in? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, LAOstead form, right? So I was hopefully helping you, and then you just had to do a bunch of them. Biggest problem is people not seeing the irregulars, right? They put pone instead of pone, right? So you got did, saw, pone, say, babe, and has 10, right? Those are all kind of mixed in here. So then I tried to help you. -2 command, what should you start with your verb in the yo form? And then you go yo form, drop the O, opposite ending, add the S. So again, most of those you should get a lot of go verbs though, right? You had digo and tango and juego and I don't know, vengo. And then you had some like practicar with a car and jugar with a gar that you had to be careful of. So if you are in class, that first page of your notes has all the answers on it, right? If you're looking at that little packet I gave you, that's a good review of 2 commands, right? and all the irregulars. And then at the end here, you had to give me, there were 5 people that you would use a command with, a to command. So these are informal. You use them with your who? Who do you use these with? Go ahead, Kylan. Yep, friends and family. Okay, so you would pick out people that look like friends and family. All right, let me pause for a minute, take a second, look things over, and I'm happy to go over any that you want me to. It should show your answers, so probably for the most part, you can see what you did wrong. But if you need me to go over it, let me know. And if you're online with me and you want me to go over something, obviously just put it in the chat. I give you just a minute, and then I'll start taking some questions. Kylie?
So one of the answers that was it called again? Did you put
An accent?
um,
I don't think so. Stair would, but I don't think I gave you that one. I think stay was the only positive to command, and it's not on here. Yeah, so you were good on accents this time. I mean, it's one of those things, I think if you missed them, you just, that's why I want to give you a chance to try it again if you need to. Any of them you want me to go over? Nah, Charlie? Nah. Okay, anybody online want me to go over anything? Okay, so your opportunity, everybody listen. Okay, if you want to take this again tomorrow after school, okay, you're going to join the Zoom about 2:45. Now, if you guys can't get home by 2:45, let me know. Okay, I can let you join at 3 or whatever. But everybody else that's already at home, you should be able to join about 2:45, and I'll give you a chance to retake it, and then I would average the grades together. So what does that mean? If you have an A, it's probably not going to do you much good. But if you have a C or a D or an F, you may be able to earn yourself back 5, 10, whatever points if you do much better. Okay? All right. Final thoughts, moving on. Okay. So, oh yeah, Kylie, go ahead.
what if you can't stay after school? So can you just take it?
Well, that's, you're not going to stay in here. You're going to do it on Zoom. So that's why I'm saying if you can't make it home, you know, by like 3 o'clock, let me know. If you can make it home by 3, I expect these guys to join by 2:45. But if you guys, you know, need till 3-ish, that's fine. Or just tell me if when you're home. You know what I mean? If that's a problem, just message me. We'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So we've got one last thing to talk about today, and it's a new kind of command. Yay. I will tell you these are easier. All right. I think you just have to kind of keep them straight. So here is what we're working on. If you are at home and you would like to print these, go do that right now. If you are at home and you're not going to print them, then just put them in your Spanish folder or on your desktop so you can write on them with me. All right. If you are in here, okay, let's focus on your packet unless you want to do them online with me. All right. It's the second page of your packet. Okay. So you got 2 commands and then you got to set it. All right, ready? All right, at home friends, are we there? Did I give you enough time to figure out how you're gonna do this? Yes? Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing and pull this up. Here's what's, the only thing that's hard about these is just that you have to keep them straight from the 2 commands. And otherwise, they're actually kind of easier. Yes, Morgan, that was from Friday. All right, Alyssa, good timing. We are about to start your new notes, which are in your current lesson. It's the second thing there, mandatos formales. So grab those. I'll screen share them. They should look like this. All right, so here we go. Ready? This is where you get your focus. Give me 5 or 10 minutes, and then you'll have this under control. All right, everybody get your focus. If you're at home, get your focus. I got a lot of cameras off. You can get your cameras on. I'm looking at you. Get your cameras back on so I know you're there. I know you're listening. All right, so here's the deal. Okay, 2 commands you use with friends and family. Usted commands you use with, there's 2 different people here. So listen, usted commands you're going to use with an adult, right? Or a professional. And ustedes commands you're going to use with a group. All right. So you would use an usted command with me. I would use an ustedes command while I'm talking to all of you. All right, so that's who you use them with. Here are the rules. Look at them with me right here in yellow. Everybody focus, focus, focus. Okay, start with the yo form. Drop the O, opposite ending. Okay, think about what I just said. Start with the yo form, drop the O, opposite ending. Does that look like something we've done recently? Yes, it looks a lot like a -2 command, but what's different? What's missing? There's no S. Okay, so that's it. Drop the O, put it in the yo form, drop the O, opposite ending. Now, if you want to make it negative, guess what? You just add a no. There's no like different set of rules. So that's why it's easier. All right, if you want to make it for a group, just add an N to the end. All right, so here are your examples. Okay, I gave you an IR, an AR, and an ER. So yo form, drop the O. There's my yo form. Drop the O, opposite ending gives you escriba, hable, or coma. That would be you telling me, Miss Silverly, eat your vegetables. Coma las verduras. Miss Silverly, speak Spanish. Hable español. Miss Silverly, write down the answer. Escriba la tarea. All right. Now, if you want to add an N to it, now I'm telling you, I'm telling a group. All right. Escriban la tarea. Write down your homework. Okay. Or hablan en español. Hey, you guys speak Spanish. Or coman las verduras. Everybody eat your vegetables. All right, and to make it negative with any of those, you just add no. A little bit easier, right? Now, again, it says follow the rule using the yo form, you'll get all these irregulars like salgo, salga, tengo, tenga, duermo, duerma. So make sure you use that yo form. All right, I would like to give you a minute to see if you're with me and see if you can fill this in. All right, so the usted form and the negative usted form are pretty similar, just add a no. And for the ustedes form, if you look up here, you're just going to add in N. All right. So once you try these, if you're writing them down, write them down. If you're doing them on the computer, type them out. I will be looking for 9 volunteers in just a minute. Okay. Let's see if you can get these. I'm going to just start deleting my lines, getting ready for my volunteers. Okay. I want these short and sweet and quick, and you're ready to go. I'm going to tell you a list of people that could use a point. So I'm going to call on these people first, so you can get your participation point. We'll probably give you a participation grade at the end of the week. Okay, use your notes, use the examples. See if you can get these perfecto. Most of you are doing pretty well on points. Let me tell you, you could probably use a point if you are, but honestly, all of you have some points. Riley could use a point, maybe Morgan and Jameson. Joel. Leah, I don't think is here. Camila's not here. Yasmin, I know you were having some Wi-Fi trouble, but if you're here, you could use a point. Sergio. That's it. Nah, I mean, I'll get to everybody else, but those are the people that could really use a point. So if you're one of those people, be ready to volunteer first. Otherwise, I'll probably call on you. Yeah. So what's the yo form? There you go. Drop the O, opposite ending. All right, let's wrap up your thoughts. You're not quite done. You can catch up with us. All right, vamos a empezar. Sergio, ¿cómo se dice if you want to tell me dance, Miss Silverly? What are you going to say? Say it again. Baile. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotta move that. What happened here? All right. All right. Now, more likely, you're going to say, oh, Miss Silverly, please don't dance. How are we going to say that? Miss Silverly, don't dance. I don't know. Let's see. Not here, not here. Yasmin, are you there? Yasmin, Yasmin. All right. How about Joel? Joel. How about Riley? Tough crowd. Riley? Jameson.
Is it no baile?
Yeah, that's it. No baile. Woo. All right, and then what if we want to make it for the group? I'm going to tell you guys, dance. How about Morgan?
Bailes.
Close. Let me show you how to fix it. Go up here, right here. If you're going to make it a group of people, you're going to add. You see it there? There it is. Bailen. And then you could also say no bailen with that too. All right, I don't like my spacing here. All right, so take what we just did, fix up the other 6 if something doesn't look right. All right, so we've got yo form, drop the O, opposite ending, just add the no if you want to make it negative, and add an N if you want to make it for a group. All right, I am open to volunteers now. Anybody want it? Somebody tell me, read. Gracie? Leah, there it is, Leah. All right, and if you want to tell me, don't read that, Miss Silverly, I'm embarrassed. Please don't. What's that gonna look like?
No, there.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Ronnie. No, Leah. Oops. No, Leah. All right, now what if I want to tell the whole group, I want you to read that paragraph. What would I say? Sergio says, Leon. Good. All right, last one. Make sure you put it in the yo form, then you'll catch the irregular part of it. So you want to tell me to Miss Silverly, what are you going to say? Charlie, what are you going to say? Okay, put it in the yo form first. What's the yo form? It's a go verb. Okay, so I'll go, drop the O, opposite ending. What are we going to have? Okay, so look, it's an ER verb. So the opposite ending would give you, let me show you up here. So ER verbs use an AR ending, which would give you, yeah, there it is. Okay, it's tricky. You got to use that yo form. There's going to be a lot of those. Ago, pongo, salgo, digo. So make sure you do that yo form. All right, now we did the hard part. What's the easy part? We got the negative form. Kylie, want to do that one? Uh-huh. No aga. And finally, we'll tell the whole class, do your homework. Lauren, do your homework.
Hagen,
I think so. How are you spelling that?
Hagan,
There it is. Agan. There it is. Good. Agan. Agan la tarea. Okay, tell the whole group. Agan la tarea. All right, make sure you have your examples down. I'm going to get rid of this in a second. So, in summary, I think it's easier, but you have to make sure you don't get it confused with the other ones we practiced, right? All right, now there are a few irregulars. Everybody have this? Everybody good? Can I move it up? All right, you look at the back or the second page, depending upon where you have it. There are some irregulars. All right, not too bad though. You've got car, gar, and czar. Well, we keep looking at those. Same problem you've had before. The gar is going to change to GU. Otherwise, it's going to say pahe. We don't want it to say pahe. We need it to say page. We need that hard G sound. So we got to add in a GU. Same thing for a car verb, right? Buscar, busque. If we put the C in there, we have busse. We don't want the S, we want the K. So we got to do the QU and then the czar, the Z changes to C. You've seen that in preterite and you've seen that with your other commands. So those shouldn't be too much of a stretch. And then finally, look, you have 5 irregulars, but they're barely irregular. So listen, one last thing here. So you get this, look, dar and a star, barely irregular, just have an accent and you don't really use the yo form. So it's the opposite ending, de or den, este or esten. And I will say it just has a little accent on it. All right. Sayer and ear, not too bad because you already did these. If you did the negative forms in the 2 form, we had no vayas and no seas. So those look very similar. And then you just have saber, which is weird. Sepa. All right. So there's kind of a little rhyme or reason to them. We will continue to practice with them. But that's basically what you need to know. Got it? All right. That is all the new information you're getting this whole week. All right. So let's let that rest. Let's put that in a safe place. We will certainly come back to that, but not right now. And I will make sure you have access to those notes, but hopefully you have your own notes there. And we are going to look at a crossword that I'm going to give you the rest of the period to work on. All right. So going back to your current lesson, let me show you where we're at, remind you of your choices, and then I'll let you spend the rest of the period working on it. So you should have about 15 minutes. All right, so I've got a crossword for you. I like to do these with vocab. So you're gonna click on the crossword. And if you're at home and you wanna print it, it looks like this. If you're here, I've got copies of it if you wanna do one by hand. And if not, I'll give you another option here in a second. So you're gonna use your vocab. And it says you may print, complete it, take a picture of it and submit it. You may use a stylus pen. If you like to use your stylus pen, you can just write on it on the computer. And then you can, again, screenshot it or save it and then we can upload it. Or last option here, look, if you click right there, you can type right on this. So for instance, the first one is 2 across. This is all vocab. Who knows how to say chest? There it is. So look, El Pecho. Oops, except for I missed the letter. El Pecho. So no space in between the L and the Pecho. No accents are needed. No punctuation is needed. That's how you do it. And then you can screenshot this. If you need to do 2 screenshots because you can't fit it all in one, that's fine. Take a picture with your phone. I don't really care how you do it. And then down here is where you're going to submit it. I would like that for tomorrow, but I'm happy to give you the rest of the period to work on.
All right, so if
Okay.
I take 2,
What's
if I were to take 2 pictures of it, would I have to press like resubmit? Like,
No, you can upload 2 things to one document.
okay.
Yeah, if it doesn't work out, let me know, but nobody, usually people, that's not too hard. Usually people are able to do that, okay. Okay, so let me check my chat here. I know I've got a couple questions and then I'll get you that if you guys want a hard copy of it. Let me see. Sorry, Riley, I missed all that. You know what, Riley, I'm giving you a point because you were trying and I didn't call on you. Sorry about that. Okay, so